Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Glunny. Today we're going to discuss different kinds of slavery. To deal with this topic, we have brought these experts from the United States of America, from Nigeria, from North Korea, and from Brazil. So let's start. First question: do you consider that in your country there is slavery?
From my point of view, in my country, there is no slavery, as we are a republic, contrary to North Korea, which is a dictatorship.
Excuse me, we are not a dictatorship, but we are a socialist state where we adore and admire our supreme leader, Kim Jong-un. So, in my country, there is no slavery, but there is in the consumer society in the USA.
Sorry? What are these accusations? I'm so sorry for you that you think that in my country there is slavery, but the capitalism is the base of everything. And if you don't belong to this world, it's not my fault. I'm very proud of my America and its system. I totally prefer living in a country of freedom rather than living in a poor one like in Brazil.
Sorry, at least we live in a society which is free-minded and has a spirit inhabitants. Every citizen has both and both, so we are democratic.
So I wanted to add that in 1984, a book from George Orwell, it described a world where the citizens don't have freedom of thought, rather than in Korea.
Oh, whoa. Hold a minute, are you telling me that we have a room called 101 in where we torture our inhabitants? That's not true. And it is not true also that, we have a big brother that is observing our inhabitants in every minute of the day. I don't really see the similarity between this book and my country. What is not freedom is what is happening in Nigeria, as they are working all day and they cannot have any kind of education, so they will not have any future.
That is not slavery, because they are free to decide whether they want to work or go to school. Sorry for interrupting, but what you are saying is totally wrong. From my point of view, they are children who have to work in order to maintain their families, so they don't have power and freedom to decide. They are complete to work.
I totally agree with you.
I can see your point.
Having arrived at this point and observing that you are discussing the slavery focused in children, last week Vanguard newspaper published a news where an 11-year-old boy called Ognetega was forced to distribute marijuana.
Firstly, you have to realize that in your country there is child bondage, and it's a huge problem because they are exposed to work in very early age. After all your explanations and thinking about it, I have noticed that in Nigeria there is slavery, especially with kids, and it is a trouble that needs to be changed. But marry or fly, you cannot deny that capitalism in your country is another kind of enslavement, as each citizen has to buy what society requires to be part of it. So your slavery creates our slavery.
What? I don't really see your point.
But I can. Have you seen the taco?
Yes, of course.
Okay, it's a film where I can see capitalism reflected in it. Everybody has to be perfect and equal in order to be accepted for the society. What happens in the film and also in the consumer society, like the American one, is that people who is different or have a defect is segregated and reprimanded.
Oh, I can see what you're meaning now. I haven't noticed before that my society was so controlled, at the point of being slavers. However, Sarataki, I can see straight away that your country is clearly ruled to have a slavery mind, as you live in a dictatorship. For instance, you cannot cut your hair if you fancy to, because you are a woman.
But I don't want to cut my hair.
You don't want to cut your hair because you have been inculcated this way of thinking, without knowing that there are other possibilities.
Okay, now I realize that our country has been indoctrinated in order to be equal and not to proceed. A fresh thinking is necessary in order to progress. Raquelinha, I have thinking about your country and I can conclude that you are slavers of survival. You have to search for food every day for your family and you don't follow the progress of the world. You cannot give to your offspring the education that is required.
Hold on, I know that I cannot give the best education, but I'm able to provide best love and freedom. They won't find in another society, and maybe I live in a community which is a slaver of their basic needs, but it has no comparison with exploitation, dictatorship, or consumerism.
We ran out of time and we have to end the program. Which is your final conclusion?
Human beings need to be part of a society. However, societies don't accept the differences in the nature of each person. Each society has a bit of slavery and a lack of freedom. The key is to find an equal point.
Thank you for your accompaniment.